I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I'm out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. If you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything. A wise girl kisses but doesn't love, listens but doesn't believe, and leaves before she is left. The real lover is the man who can thrill you by kissing your forehead or smiling into your eyes or just staring into space. I am good, but not an angel. I do sin, but I am not the devil. I'm just a small girl and I'm trying to find someone to love. If you're gonna be two-faced, at least make one of them pretty. It's far better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone, so far. When it comes down to it, I let them think what they want. If they care enough to bother with what I do, then I'm already better than them. We should all start to live before we get too old. Fear is stupid. So are regrets. She was a girl who knew how to be happy even when she was sad. And that's important, you know. All little girls should be told they are pretty, even if they aren't. It's not true that I had nothing on. I had the radio on. Beneath the makeup and behind the smile, I'm just a girl who wishes for the world. I don't mind living in a man's world, as long as I can be a woman in it. The nicest thing for me is sleep, then at least I can dream.
Who said nights were for sleep? You believe lies, so you eventually learn to trust no one but yourself. All we demanded was our right to twinkle. It's often just enough to be with someone. I don't need to touch them. Not even talk. A feeling passes between you both. You're not alone. Dogs never bite me. Just humans. If I'd observed all the rules, I'd never have got anywhere. Success makes so many people hate you. I wish it wasn't that way. It would be wonderful to enjoy success without seeing envy in the eyes of those around you. Keep smiling, because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. I want to grow old without facelifts. I want to have the courage to be loyal to the face I have made. Sometimes things fall apart so that better things can fall together. I don't know who invented high heels, but all women owe him a lot. All a girl really wants is for one guy to prove to her that they are not all the same. I don't mind making jokes, but I don't want to look like one. You never know what life is like until you have lived it. I restore myself when I'm alone. I just want to be wonderful. We are all born sexual creatures, thank God, but it's a pity so many people despise and crush this natural gift. It's all make-believe, isn't it? Boys think girls are like books. If the cover doesn't catch their eye, they won't bother to read what's inside. The body is meant to be seen, not all covered up. I have feelings too. I am still human. All I want is to be loved, for myself and for my talent. I'm not interested in money, I just want to be wonderful. I'm very definitely a woman and I enjoy it. What do I wear in bed? Why, Chanel No. 5, of course. Hollywood is a place where they'll pay you $1,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul. I know, because I turned down the first offer often enough and held out for the 50 cents. If I play a stupid girl and ask a stupid question, I've got to follow it through. What am I supposed to do? Look intelligent. Before marriage, a girl has to make love to a man to hold him. After marriage, she has to hold him to make love to him. Just because you fail once doesn't mean you're gonna fail at everything. I've been on a calendar, but never on time. I live to succeed, not to please you or anyone else. To all the girls that think you're fat because you're not a size 0, you're the beautiful one, it's society who's ugly. I love to do the things the censors won't pass. I learned to walk as a baby and I haven't had a lesson since. I have too many fantasies to be a housewife. I guess I am a fantasy. How long it is for a woman to expect the man to build the world she wants, rather than to create it herself. Your clothes should be tight enough to show you're a woman but loose enough to show you're a lady. A career is wonderful, but you can't curl up with it on a cold night. Just because you fall once, doesn't mean you'll fall at everything. Keep trying, hold on, and always trust yourself, because if you don't, then who? I knew I belonged to the public and to the world, not because I was talented or even beautiful, but because I had never belonged to anything or anyone else. Dreaming about being an actress is more exciting than being one. Looking back, I guess I used to play act all the time. For one thing, it meant I could live in a more interesting world than the one around me. I am invariably late for appointments, sometimes as much as 2 hours. I've tried to change my ways, but the things that make me late are too strong and too pleasing. I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that you appreciate them when they're right. Some people have been unkind. If I say I want to grow as an actress, they look at my figure. If I say I want to develop, to learn my craft, they laugh. Somehow they don't expect me to be serious about my work. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. I read poetry to save time.
A girl doesn't need anyone who doesn't need her.
When you're young and healthy, you can plan on Monday to commit suicide, and by Wednesday you're laughing again. I could never pretend something I didn't feel. I could never make love if I didn't love, and if I loved I could no more hide the fact than change the color of my eyes. I've often stood silent at a party for hours listening to my movie idols turn into dull and little people. The thing I want more than anything else? I want to have children. I used to feel for every child I had, I would adopt another. That's the way you feel when you're beaten inside. You don't feel angry at those who've beaten you. You just feel ashamed. A wise girl knows her limits, a smart girl knows that she has none. No one ever told me I was pretty when I was a little girl. All little girls should be told they're pretty, even if they aren't. She was a girl who knew how to be happy even when she was sad. Hollywood is a place where they'll pay you $1,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul. So keep your head high, keep your chin up, and most importantly, keep smiling, because life's a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. The trouble with censors is that they worry if a girl has cleavage. They ought to worry if she hasn't any. Husbands are chiefly good as lovers when they are betraying their wives. Men are always ready to respect anything that bores them. Suicide is a person's privilege. I don't believe it's a sin or a crime, it's your right if you do. Though it doesn't get you anywhere. For those who are poor in happiness, each time is a first time. Happiness never becomes a habit. A strong man doesn't have to be dominant toward a woman. He doesn't match his strength against a woman weak with love for him. He matches it against the world. There's only one sort of natural blonde on earth, albinos. You might as well make yourself fly as to make yourself love. I would have told her then she was the only thing that I could love in this dying world, but the simple word love itself already died and went away. It's better for the whole world to know you, even as a sex star, than never to be known at all. I wanted to ask 1,000 questions, but there was no one to ask. Besides, I knew that people only told lies to children, lies about everything from soup to Santa Claus. Trying to build myself up with the fact that I have done things right that were even good and have had moments that were excellent, but the bad is heavier to carry around and feel have no confidence. People had a habit of looking at me as if I were some kind of mirror instead of a person. They didn't see me, they saw their own lewd thoughts, then they white masked themselves by calling me the lewd one. Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius. They will only care when you're gone. I am not a victim of emotional conflicts. I am human. A friend tells you what you want to hear, a best friend tells you the truth. I don't forgive people because I'm weak, I forgive them because I am strong enough to know people make mistakes.